hard not to love it. It just grabs you by both sides of the head, and it demands respect. You know, there was something there. Look, here we go. Bad News Bears versus Extra Salt, or as the name at the top of the screen is, where it's all short, just regular Salt.
It's all caps, Harry. You got to shout it. This team is so exciting, and we'll get into reasons why soon as we wait for this contact pop into the A site. Marky is going to spot them, but can he drop them as Spongy's already found an entry? Marky needs some defensive kills. It's not looking good for the Salt side as Bad News Bears bully their way into A. JT's forced out by the Molotov. He's got to fight. He's got to try and stop that bomb, but he does at least kill the planter post. Sonic in from the lobby, and both players spotted at the back of the site. Sonic's got the info. He's got the kills, though. Easier said than done. Double facing. They're lining up for him, and this is a nice setup for BNB. I love that play. They realize they can't get out of there. They may as well just hunker down and commit to the gunfight. Swisher starting with a 3K, and he was very quiet in that Liquid game. He was a one loose cannon. Actually, loose cannon's a good thing. He was a one, weak point for BNB in Inferno. So nice to see him start strong. And let's see if that does anything here for BNB on their T side.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, it felt like if you got a bit more mileage out of the guy, right, suddenly that Liquid series becomes a lot more enticing, a lot more interesting. I mean, thus far, Bad News Bears have shown they can push, their opponents around. They can give as good as they get.
Oh, Jonji. Jonji. This guy is full of opening duels and multi-kills against Liquid. Extra Salt by comparison should be easier. But we'll see if that's going to hold true. Fang's picked up the scout, and he's trying to finish the job, get the trade. He's not able to. Meanwhile, A has been corrupted, overwhelmed by the MAC-10s as BNB run wild on the bomb site. Looking like the 2-0 is a lock-in. Just got to go back for that bomb to confirm. If the ramp push came in, it could have uprooted the entire round. It still can. Bomb's yet to be taken, but they smoke off radio, and they retrieve it safely. BNB get the round, force the save, and we just get another one of these half buys with a couple of USPs on top.
Bomb has been planted.
So you could do like the Donda chant, but with Bunba.
Bunba.
Yeah.
How does that go?
Well, oh, you
lyrics,
funny man, you funny man,
Give me
right?
an example, Harry.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to stoop that low.
No, but you did come up with it.
Man, I'm really excited to get to cast some Extra Salt again. It was...
Really?
No, I know that, Hugo, I know. I kind of like low-key fell head over heels for this team a little bit, right? Like, especially, we kind of got to see them back at, like, FunSpark, back at Summit. These guys always looked good. It's kind of impressive as well because, even the story behind the organization and the guys that came together to found it, how, they just wanted to try and build something up to, like, help benefit the NAC. And, right, I'm pretty sure they were, if I'm not mistaken, like, tech developers or something like that. But I'm not going to touch on it too heavily. Point is, like, breakout year for the org, right? And potential major slot on the line. That's not too shabby, especially because they come into an NAC and it was kind of falling apart at the seams, and they've been able to put together a very, very good-looking squad out of the remnants of what was left behind. Obviously, you got the two South Africans in there as well.
Yeah, definitely two of the more accomplished South Africans. You've got Marky, who's left on the wayside after, the chaos situation.
Split,
You've got OC, who's always been touted as one of these, incredible AWP players, never having bad events. He's also got a gaming glove on, Harry. Keep that in mind. And yeah, even Fang, who, came in as the one guy, I guess, with not much history behind him in terms of competing in comparison to his teammates.
Yeah, we saw him.
He came in as this breakout star player who absolutely shocked everyone earlier in this year. Coming out MVP at his first EU LAN. Second place there. Still did a damn good job.
Yeah, no, man, it really, really has been a treat to follow this team. It's kind of interesting as well, because obviously we get that head-to-head of, like, the ex-teammates from that Chaos squad, right? Marky v. Jonji. Still missing the The Chaos Squad, man, till this day.
Too late now.
To this day. But they're doing well over in Valorant, and I couldn't be happier for them.
Yeah, it's just a shame. It's the what ifs, man. You know, we've had a lot of what ifs in the NA scene. A lot of rosters and players where we felt like they probably could have gone to new heights, but extenuating circumstances always seem to get in the way, don't they? Reality hits hard and hits fast. But all the doom and gloom out of the way, all the sadness aside, Extrasalt is certainly in a position where they can make it to this major. Yes, indeed. Already sitting on 1,200 RMR points total right now. It's more than Bad News Bears at 570. You know, obviously every team here can do it if you have a run, but you got to remember these groups, they're pretty lethal, Harry. There's 6-team groups, only 2 teams go through the third fights for that 5th place decider. And inside of this group already, let me just run through it really quick. Liquid, Extrasalt, Extremum, 80k Pain, Bad News Bears. Well, the big one obviously is Liquid. They almost feel like a shoo-in through the group. And then the second one, well, you know, you could make the argument, okay, the favorites are Extrasalt or Extremum, who are a massive question mark and always seem to be. We go months without seeing this team.
That's the crazy thing about them, man. They're almost like this, they're like this masked figure that just show up out of the blue, like, you know,
give me a wallet,
who even are these guys? And then suddenly they're there. And then they do, like, you know, they always kind of try to go above and beyond the expectations that maybe, you know, you lower them a bit, you taper them off what we're never really seeing them play.
Their peaks are good, man. Like, their peaks are good. Their peaks can take on top-tier EU teams, but, you know, at the same time, they're not always peaking, Harry. Sometimes they haven't even begun to peak.
Are you peaking right now?
Yeah, man, jiggle left and right, ADing all over the place, jitterbugging.
Also, you know, just want to do, you know, if Vanity, Zephyr, and Leaf are out there listening in, love you boys. There you go. That was
always something.
Yeah, man, always.
Got to get it in.
You know, it's hard. There's so many great like NA personalities and figures, man. You know, that's why it's kind of upsetting to see the trials and tribulations that North American CS is facing.
RIP, gone too soon. But on the up and up, back and looking.
You're sending me really mixed signals here,
know,
Hugo,
you've got to remember, it's not done until it's done, and that's why it's still going, Harry.
So talking about, you know, players to keep an eye on for Extrasalt, obviously you talked about Fang. You know, I think Marky is another safe bet.
Fang's had a recently Fang's had some rough games, had some rough matches, tournaments, so I feel like that's going to be the big question mark for Extrasalt in this group. Like, if they are going to get out of the group, if they are going to, you'll be locking in wins against teams like Extremum. Those head-to-heads are especially important against Extremum and Liquid here for Extrasalt. You know, Fang, I hope we get good games out of this guy because, you know, very young player, very inexperienced when it comes to top-tier CS, but this guy's a real talent. And when he gets going, oh, do you know about it? And obviously OC it's always presumed this guy is going to be fast flicking. We love an AWP.
Yeah, man, I've got to say it as well. I do love how open this whole thing is, right? Like, don't get me wrong, that could give way to some very spooky situations, right? Like, we've seen how, especially in BO1 groups, things can surprise, things can upset and go against the grain. And, you know, no one feels like a safe bet. Like, Liquid have shown they're not immune to messing up here and there, right? And when you're in a format like this, man, all it can take is like 1 or 2 fall downs and suddenly, oh no, you know, there's something in the water, all right. You know, that 5th place decider is pretty interesting as well. The only team that's immune to, I was going to say, you know, all the danger there, but definitely not all the danger. Some danger in that situation is Extremum. If any of these 0-point teams end up coming 5th, they would fall just shy of Extremum and get it.
So that
would really hurt, wouldn't it? That would really hurt, man.
Yeah, it does feel like, you know, Group B is a lot more open as well, right? If we're trying to run through the 2 groups. I'll read off the list in case you haven't got anything handy. Furia, EG, Team 1, OO Nation, Triumph, Godsend. So 4 out of the 5 Brazilian teams in one group. Pretty cutthroat, Harry. We'll say that much, right?
Yeah, you know, while we're on the topic as well, OO Nation, pretty interesting squad there, right? Like, obviously, we got to see them back when they were O Plano. they really did surprise us, you know. That was back at Summit. I went into that, you know, feeling I wasn't really sure what we were going to get out of them, right? And obviously you've got some divisive figures in this squad, and yet still guys like KNG trying to build up this kind of redemption arc storyline, well on his way to, you know, trying to do that within this OO Nation squad. You know, the major would mean everything to these guys, and they've got a very, very like passionate and invested fan base in their storyline. Characters there like, you know, who have been around the block. Leo DRK, I think he dropped the drunky part of that.
Good idea branding wise. Talking of branding, OO Nation's really cool org as well. Really interesting thing to talk about. But, well, talking might hold off for a moment. I feel like we have a bit of a tech pause, guys, so we'll be throwing it over to a break. We'll be back as soon as we can be with Extra Salt taking on Bad News Bears. Stay with us.
Yeah, they done told me to be myself. So when I went and found myself, the ones who told me back then be true to who I am ain't think we was really gonna win. Now they watching us from the sidelines while we trying to victories like we in high tides. I'm getting my prize. Only thing my eyes is locked in on 500,000 mine. I want it right now. Don't waste my time. Family in a penthouse with a view sky high. Blood, sweat, and tears bring more to my eyes. Cause the whole gang winning. I done gave my life. Odds low, but we did it, ain't we? And we always moving, never on the same thing. Now our lives are highlight reel. We like the thrill. This life's ideal. The hype is real.
We know it. It's just the way we live. We own it. 'Cause that we love the thrill. We know it. It's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids.
Oh yes, we're back in. And there are the South African boys that we talk about. Sonic. Love seeing this guy back on my screen. OC as well. Sat there alongside the boys. Extra Salt hasn't really been the start they were hoping for, right? Thus far, Bad News Bears win the pistol, get the conversion. And as we get ready to head back in, it is just one of these, you know, full ecos around those saving players still to play out. So Bad News Bears about to be 3-0 up, and not really much that Extra Salt can say or do about that. You're going to need either this scout in OC's hands or Fang's Deagle to pop off if you want to go against the grain here.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Jonji's walked the smoke and Fang's inside of it, but Jonji seems to have an idea. He's going to nade it. Oh my goodness. What? The double combo into the smoke. It almost looked like you could see him, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a read, or maybe it's a BM. One or the other. BMB obliterate Fang in the yard, and now they can move through. It's only this scout from range. Marky's got a Zeus on the A site. So we'll see if that comes into play, but it's unlikely with this yard take right now and the bomb moving. Bomb's going to reset lobby, though. Looking like an A split. You want to try and wrap heaven or get into main, and OC, he's going to start to tag him up a little bit. Jonji down low. OC goes up, and Marky waits patiently. Oh, he almost moves, but this could be around for a Zeus. It's looking like that top hit, rather.
Come on,
Ollie
Marky.
does nothing.
Come on, Marky. Give him the Zeus. Give him the beans. Let's see. Oh, they've gone right by him. They've gone right by him. He drops into the Molotov. Oh, my God. And then gets domed by Swisher, who's already down. And in this B-bomb site running amok, Sonic with the MP9. And OC Scout gets a kill. This could still get out of hand, especially with an earlier tag onto Jonji, leaving him down low. That bomb only just getting planted with seconds to spare. And luckily enough, Jonji and co have been able to dodge any danger represented by these saved up, you know, SMGs, pistols, scouts. They find the 3-0, but now the big guns come out for extra salt. You know, that was just the hors d'oeuvres. That was just the appetizers. Now we get into the main course. What are hors d'oeuvres?
They're like canapes, I think.
What's that?
Like finger
Sorry.
food.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Sorry, man.
Like little bruschetta in that.
Yeah, like, is a bruschetta an hors d'oeuvre?
No, like a small one. Like we're talking real small. We're talking baby size. I don't know. Hors d'oeuvre's American term. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure I'm right. OC, he's right on the money. Quick shot. Couple of them, in fact, as the bomb is tumbling down the ramp. OC, he set up the assault side for a round, and JT has a response as well. Drop Shakezilla going hell. I mean, you still got to worry about that bomb, but you're just looking for whatever you can get, whatever kills you can muster in this round. Is mustard an hors d'oeuvre?
Yeah, anything can be if it's the portion small enough, if what you're telling me is true. Out through the double doors. A man who's not used to small portions will get a...
Are you okay?
I can't think of any way to take it. Right, Just Junior now, 1v5, but he's got it into the 1-on-4. That bomb dropped at the bottom of ramp ever since the start of the round when OC went on that little double kill tear to hold on to the ramp room.
Yeah, they go, have the bomb if you want it, but you ain't going anywhere with it. Backing up is dangerous at best and fatal at worst. Junior might have to recommit to lower. He's even being wrapped now from lobby side. OC waits for his third in the round. Ball set up in window. It's not getting any easier to get through. Junior doesn't know what the hell to do. No utility. He knows. Yeah, he knows what's up. He knows what the AWP is, but he can't do anything to stop it. Kill would have done, but second man catches him by surprise. And so Fang will take the AK and take the round there for extra salt on the board, and it was about time.
Yeah, we're going to get to see that AWP in Junior's hands, right? So someone to go toe-to-toe with OC there. Still, he's going to have his work cut out for him. This was a lovely little sequence out of OC, man. Oftentimes, like, even taking that first fight as the AWPer puts you in this spot where, like, they can get down the ramp in time to chase you. And OC, fully aware of that, just absolutely ruins their day. So now Junior wants his chance at revenge. Is he going to get it? Yes, already on the angle. OC walks right into him.
He tried to smoke the molly, but it didn't go out for some reason.
Oh, he's smoking something. All right, here we go. It's a 5-on-4. And Spongy out at ramp, just going to tuck himself in. Now plays the waiting game.
Yeah, it's the waiters who bring the hors d'oeuvres. Pass them out by the plate, by the tray. Oh, Sonic, that's so unlucky. Changes spot as the smoke comes in and gets spammed while doing so. JT might have to lean back to the A site as BNB have grouped off of ramp back to lobby to take this A hit. They could still drop vent, right? Last time they had a guy down lower in the form of, I think it was OC down secret. They still drop vent to meet him there. Just having that control is nice, but Fang, what? How does he hit that headshot? The spray gets a double. JT sees legs, and Jonji's in trouble. It's BNB 2-on-3, and Junior needs to hit some close, quick AWP shots, or just back off to ramp and regroup with Sheikh Zula. Made noise earlier and knows the Salt could be lower already, but they're not. They're still looking around for lurkers. They're still trying to find this hellbound player who is B, and now it's clear as day as windows get broke.
Yeah, they know all about it. Fang on this rotation, and after the double kill, he's already served in this round. He's hungry for even more. Junior backing up with the AWP, and Sheikh Zilla taking position in control room. They've almost got like this double layered offensive. You have two different angles of elevation, always makes it a little bit annoying to deal with, but they're both just tucking, playing the time game. The guys over in Decon are having to wait for this ramp player to make his presence known, and that molly forcing the reposition out of Junior is a sight to behold. It allows that 3-on-1 to come in. Sheikh Zilla, the mic ruler, tucked in, the nade, almost knocking him out of the round, but they are on that bomb, and they do just stick it to a win. 1 out of 3 ain't bad, but it certainly ain't enough. 2 on the board for Extra Salt now as that little, you know, lower retake comes in. And that was after one hell of a start to the round for Bad News Bears. So a great recovery out of Extra Salt.
Yeah, very quick pick for Junior to start. But man, like what a play from the retake. I love that Extra Salt. Instead of, you know, they get down vent, they get decon really quick. They could have just swung fast. They could have, you know, made something happen and caught BNB getting off the bomb plant, but they don't. They wait for JT, and this guy loves the flashbang, some of the best flash stats in the game. And, you know, he throws in that molly to dark. Perfect reposition force from Junior. He pops a flash in front of Decon, and Junior's just screwed, man. He's just been absolutely countered, split between, you know, door and ramp. Nowhere to go. It's a quick 3-on-1, free kill to Junior, and then at that point it's an easy closer. Extra Salt do some spam damage to Jonji crossing, and we can already see OC beelining it to that B bomb site, taking ramp as JT has dropped lower, but he's ready to drop as well. Reinforce the hallways below. BNB are up in the window even now. They're breaking it. They're making a bit of noise, but not out just yet. Gabbing the smoke, and the nade finishes the job. Jonji dead. So many players in these hallways, and Extra Salt, even with 2 CTs down here, this might be enough to just tear BNB limb from limb. Gonna need some good util here. Molly's down, but nothing for Dark yet. Fang waits.
Yeah, it's grinded to a bit of an awkward halt for Bad News Bears. They do deal with the player on rafters, but the response is immediate out of Fang and OC. Man, Fang is farming them right now. It's almost looking a little too easy for him. Extra Salt up onto a third, and Bad News Bears, that gets very awkward very, very quickly, right? Extra Salt had them figured out to a T. You're smoked off in control room. That gives Fang the timing to get into position down in dark. He goes on to get 2 more from that position. And that's in amongst the chaos of trying to flush out JT.
And the hype's there as well, right? Boot camp situation for Extra Salt. It's always going to feel good. It's better than playing in your bedroom, right? You know, the online era. Everyone's gotten used to it. Everyone knows what they're up to, but just having your teammates around you has got to be such a motivating factor. Extra Salt on the grind from 3-0 down to 3-3. It's recovered well, and it's forced an almost full eco here out of the Bears. Couple of deagles, couple of bits of utility. Nothing to write home about here. OC are looking clean as well. Let's see if he can start strong, trying to kill this red cross. Jonji, there it is, and OC's found the first. Alexi B flash into the rafters on this A site, and they're going to run out hut together.
Yeah, now the flash should be good to ruin Sonic's day. At the very, very least. It's all about how long does he keep this position up on top of the silos. There's more rafter players that are going to be affected by that flashbang. So there is a world where the pistols, you know, like could overwhelm you here, but actually Bad News Bears looking like they're going to decide against their original game plan of going for that A take with the Alexi flash. Instead, try to go outside. Well, outside's OC's domain, and you don't go into OC's domain. It's just off limits. 404, mate. You know, page not found. You're shut down, and there's Marky holding down door, not letting them in. And so
Everyone
extra salt.
swoops.
Yeah, they all wanted the kill, right? Everyone wants the eeks, the eco frags.
Can't blame him. Always good for the numbers. Boost those stats while you can. Get that ADR up through the roof. We've got another AWP actually out for Junior as well. Gonna have to be, performing here. Like he hit that quick shot. I think it was versus OC on ramp in the 2 and 4 round. The BNB almost win, but Shake, you got a gun, mate? You forgot to buy, or if he's just dropped the AWP over. I don't know if he's meant to have been given something back. There we go. It was a good trade deal after all. He just forgot about it. Now you want Junior to be working picks, but BNB are just popping out into A. They're already walking through the door. They're boosting for the hut roof, but there's no one there. A is stacked, but everyone's tucked in corners.
Sonic's about to spot this. Oh, Sonic, you can see him. Oh no, he jumps up and into the crosshair of the boost. Now OC knows he's got 2 trapped, but that's where Junior swings out the door. This is chaotic in at the A site. They're vent dropping now. It's all a bit of an illusion of the A play. When they see utility still raining out from default, they go, yeah, we're good for hitting A, actually. And especially with Jonji late lurking outside, you're in a really good spot to deny these rotations. Vent is off limits. Secret is accounted for. Ramp is the only place that's open. And with Marky now dead, it's going to be a save call that Jonji is looking to deny.
Yeah, I mean, even if Jonji's dead there, he was just the insurance policy. As BNB get a double opener on A, dropping Vent is perfect because they know that, you can't drop down Vent to chase them. And so the fastest rotate for a player in the A bomb site is to go down Secret, and Jonji hiding behind Red would deny that. He's not needed to. It's already a save, and he's trying to get the kills as they get away. He isn't able to, but doesn't matter. Rounds 1. That's super weird. That felt like a read from Extra Salt as well. They had 4 players on A, but the problem was everyone was on the ground, right? How often do you see 4 dropped players in the bomb site? It's a nice stack, but you don't have anyone hot roof, and you don't have anyone rafters or heaven, so you never see that vent boost. They may have read the A play, but they never read the little double setup here. As Sonic is getting into position when he gets found. OC tries to keep him trapped, and that's a perfect play for Junior to find his shot with the AWP. He was covering main initially. Yeah, it's a lovely round out of BNB, but also a weird setup for Extra Salt. I don't know what they were planning there. You take it.
One of the highlights of casting, this Bad News Bears squad was when Spongy's dad came in the room. We all remember that, man. We all remember that, Spongy.
Back in the last RMR. Summit was good fun indeed.
This one is for Spongy Dad.
Yeah. Never know what was on that ham.
Oh my god, it's a fast A split, mate. In through main, out through the door, and Jonji makes sure finds no more. Marky hidden in the smoke. Oh, trying to get cute with it, trying to play around the bomb site. That's denied the plant for the time being, and this round's getting away from you. Junior lands a nice shot to OC up in heaven, but this clutch is just beginning if he wants to make this a Bad News Bears round. Ollie hoping to force the peak from the site, holds the left, not the right. Oh, the timing for Junior. Little off his mark there. Did get the swing he was waiting for, but is concerned about a wrap. While this has been happening, it's not the squeaky play. Instead, JT's gotten up on top of the hut and is holding for this push out to the site. If Junior goes in, he is a dead man. Even if he deals with one of the 2 players here, the trade could be so immediate. And we know Junior is a straight fast shooter, but this one shouldn't happen. JT's just looking away. Oh my god, Junior's getting into the site now. Yeah, traded, right? Traded. Oh, there it is. JT gonna lock it in, like, never even worried. Extra Salt are up on a 5.
That's some full paranoia though. Like, you're already watching heaven, man. The timing's in your head. You are going haywire. The alarm bells are ringing. He could be anywhere at this point in the round. Luckily enough, it's still the 1v1 closed out for Extra Salt. Nice try. Marky, lovely A anchor work as well. He's really, really good at the back of the site. Always fun to watch him on Nuke. Was a mainstay of the Chaos, roster's map pool. as Jonji will remember, I'm sure. Nades outdoor, but it's only a half buy again. BNB have had good success getting down vent in this T side, so maybe they're looking to do that once more. Sonic spams through, though. Jonji's still going to commit, nothing to lose. It's actually an A-pop. I don't know if that's my intention. Everyone's blind, but Sonic will save Fang's life with that kill. I don't know if Jonji wanted to get down the vent, but the rest of his team at least made it. Jumping scroll wheel still drops the bomb, and Salt can just flood into this site. Up close is Swisher. Should be traded. Should be. Is not. And he's got all three. What is going on? Bomb is still loose. Extra sort of drop down rotates. They can still make this weird. They can still deny a plant. But Swisher's not in a rush. He's waiting for the wrap.
Yeah, Spongy coming in. Oh no, it's awkward. The Tech-9, while it gave Swisher everything, it betrays Spongy. Swisher gonna push through the smoke, trying to have that element of surprise. And
oh dear. Org spray. He's an A4 player. He's an A4 player. Poor guy. It's not as good anymore. You got to play A1S. Even Swisher has switched. Poor guy. Lovely kills on the ramp room, but who knows the org spray? I certainly.
That was a roller coaster of a round, wasn't it?
Everything about that. Dude, Tech-9, like that's the yin and yang with the Tech-9, right? In one round, you get that massive 3K, and then you get Spongy, like point blank, spamming it, nothing. No connection onto Fang. Weird round. It was always meant to be extra salts, but a damn good attempt on the broken buy for Bad News Bears.
Yeah, now they've gone back to one of these, lobby waits where they're just going to hold this position earlier on. Swisher making a bit of noise, looking for something out of the heart. Hasn't been giving anything early. And that's fine, Bad News Bears, when they haven't been coming at you fast, they have just been waiting around and hoping that you overstep the mark, right? That you kind of overplay your hand. Extra Salt probably not going to give you that. Flash over, setting up a secret peek, perhaps. You do have a guy here. Fang won't commit to it. Instead, leaves outside, and it's almost misinformation. He peeked out, and he didn't see anyone. They were all hidden over towards main, near the smokes. And so Fang's under this illusion that outside's not harboring too many players for Bad News Bears. Well, in reality, that couldn't be further from the truth. JT's now on the case, trying to keep an eye on it. Bad News Bears, what are they going to do with all this room outside that they've been given? Because you've got 35 seconds left. Yeah, you've got the map control, but now you've got to do something with it, and you've got to do it fast.
Yeah, Fang is in a nice, weird off angle, and even though they're going to check vent, he might be able to grab a timing hit. Oh no, he misses it instead. Backstab from the other side is a perfect collapse onto Fang, 4-on-4. 20 seconds, so you still need this plant. You need it on B. Unless you're going to go up vent, you could. Junior's coming in through main. That's temptation enough. Killing the A player, the only A player, forces his fast rotates out of the ramp side for extra Salt. But with Heaven taken out of Jonji's outside wrap, Salt gonna struggle to get this retake going. That kill could do it, but Jonji denies it. And at that point, you're thinking about the save. Big lurkers of Junior and Jonji coming back up when the B site did not look as tantalizing. And that's gonna give BNB all the room to slip the net last second. I do like how they're using Vent in this game right there. They're getting down and up it quite a lot. Constantly changing their rotations mid-round, constantly keeping the CT side guessing. JT just about surviving. Oh, man has his calculations. That's the one thing I will say. Extra Salt, like that, he seemed pretty close to the bomb site there, but he had full faith he was going to live. And earlier, bomb was going down on A, on the default A plant, and Extra Salt were hiding in dark on B. Like, they know their radius, which, it sounds basic, but I've seen pro players with full health mess up their radius on this map specifically, because Nuke is just so weird, man.
Yeah, Nuke's also one of the ones that has like the damage modifier changed, right? So it's not like consistent with a lot of the other maps. So that's what makes it a bit weird. Same with Inferno, where it's larger, whereas Nuke is smaller.
Especially like verticality and stuff you got to take into account. It's weird. But Extra Salt know their stuff. Nuke team.
Oh, a little pause back from Bad News Bears. They go, well, we see your pause, and we raise you a pause of our own. Shakezilla having a bit of a chat with the boys, trying to figure out how they want to approach this follow-up round. As you can see, looks very driven. Head screwed on for this one. I see some, I don't know, like, what was that? Like mouse ears in the background?
I did not see that.
You didn't catch those?
Whose room? Was it on Swisher?
Swishers, yeah.
I didn't see. I'll have a look when we go back.
Yeah, Vanity was the guy with the cat ears. Swisher can be the guy with the mouse ears.
Tom and Jerry. Shout out one time, know you're listening.
But here we go, right back into the swing of things. Bad News Bears, a week old bye to go up against. And if they win this, you know, they are slingshotting themselves up into the lead. Junior's AWP fires off for the opener. It's nice to see Junior keeping up that strong performance from earlier on as well. He really was like the guy trying to make all the difference back on Inferno versus Liquid. He's not slowed down, and with Swisher picking up pace, Bad News Bears maybe in a good spot. That little hot push. Oh, they're getting stuck on each other. It's almost a lineup. The flash is traded. Shakezilla's got to run away. Jonji now spots this garage player and decides, like, sometimes the best way to win a fight is just not to fight at all, and he gets out of there. They drop down lower, and knowing that that man advantage is just enough to win the round on numbers alone, they move into this B bomb site uncontested.
Oh, which plant is that? It's a very dangerous one, but it's going to come through safe enough with the smoke down. No one goes through, no one makes a crazy play. It's good for the double doors. And BNB, they had that window control already taken, so extra salt, they will just give it up. Throwing the towel. Still lurking out A is John. He's all over the place, man. Was spotted red earlier. Extra salt. They might catch him by surprise. They got the info. They couldn't get the kill there. But Marky is hunting him down, and his team know about it as well. Do you want to knife your former teammate? Nope. Oh, dear. But you do want to kill him. JT, luckily enough, will give us that. And BNB building a very nice T-side on this map after all. Lower site, treating them right. And no money here for extra salt, just the saved AKs, 3 of which at least. Got mail.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate, isn't it? Like, Sonic realizes as soon as he's fallen, like, oh, I've mistimed this, and I'm dead, and now the round is falling apart, and I hate that that just happened. So, you know, you've got those saved up guns at least still in play, still a chance to do damage here. What are you doing outside there, boys? Because even the way they're standing is screaming something grimy at me.
Little boosty, little silo angle perhaps. See, Sonic can stand up because Marky should be able to jump from the ledge, right? Right, yeah, stand up, yeah. Sometimes, stand, okay, no faith. Yeah, stand up, yeah, all right. Watch.
Nice. Parkour. Oh. No, don't worry. The parkour is coming because now they've clearly sorted out that communication problem, which was, don't crouch, Sonic. I can get on your head, bud.
Hate it. Some people.
Yes, look, parkour. Oh, it's so cool. Smooth. Marky's hit them with the ground tumble and a little up in the air now. Yeah, man, that was all. It's like Mirror's Edge. It's like Mirror's Edge, isn't it? Man advantage taken for extra salt. Bit of parkour goes a long way. Oh my goodness. Swisher, there's a wall there, bro.
Finish him.
It's not what you're meant to do. Jeez.
Oh, what a flick. Spongy dinked and he gets cleaned up by Sonic.
Double in that.
Yeah, just spraying main and bringing the pain. They actually bound out of A, and that's a nice call. They avoid the stack for now. One rifle still here. JT hears him coming, and he gets one. Junior, this is for the round. This is for all the marbles, and he will get it. 30 seconds, fakes the death count, doubles back, but one player will still remain on that A site, and Marky hears the feet pitter-patter into huts. Calling for that rotate. Junior might be able to just get that quick stick, but as soon as he's off it, Marky's going to kill him.
Yeah, you hear them coming up the vent, but that makes you discount Marky being so deep, right? That's kind of all by design. Marky calls like, yeah, mate, Sonic, come right up. It's fine. He's planting. And it has that added benefit of throwing the timings off in Junior's head entirely, right? Like, you saw as he went round, he was not ready for someone so deep, so quiet. And so now 7 on the board for extra salt. There's the response. Trading rounds back and forth at the minute.
Yeah, we're still getting good game out of Junior, right? Like, okay, yeah, loses the 1v3, sure, but still hitting the shots that, you know, he needs to on these 1 rounds, getting those R-dubs, I guess. And we got the same back in the Liquid matchup as well. If you did catch that one, Junior was looking lovely. Spongy quiet here. Sheikh Zula the same, but obviously a lot more leading required on Nuke, a lot more rotations. And BNB have been all over the place, changing plans on the fly. Popping down vent, doing smoke's secret to B. This time mollying Marky. They're going to run out door again, and they've got him flashed up in the face. Jonji swaps sides. Marky's jumping around in the smoke. No one can see anything, and Jonji somehow recovers that kill. Saved by the Bell and by Spongy, but the AWP will cause problems, and there's where Junior comes in with a trade. They were trying to drop vent. Now they'll just double down and commit to A.
Yeah, JT on this heaven rotation. Right now, Spongy is watching it. Oh, the timing on that swing is a little rough. It's as Junior gets back into position. He takes the peek, and are they going to drop B? Nah. Yeah. Well, now they do, yeah. Taking a long route there. Yeah, that was scary, but it's fine. JT heard the drop, so he knows what's up. Going to start to make his way down, but waiting in decon. He does have a guy to go toe-to-toe with right away. It's Junior on this AWP holding, and he will nail the shot. So there's the kill that gets the round over the line for Bad News Bears. And this little, you know, combo, this wombo combo of Junior and Swisher, then you kind of factor in that you've got this, like, madman just to let off the leash in Jonji and take a lot of space for you. It's a pretty scary triple threat right now on the side of Bad News Bears.
And the calling's been good. Like, they've not been panicking in, you know, Nuke's a map where you are going to make a lot of adjustments mid-round. You are going to be changing things. You are trying to fake out, rotate, and get those CTs in the wrong positions. And BNB have been doing a really good job with that. And, you know, not necessarily dying on a hill or, you know, convinced that something is the right play. Sheikh Zilla, you know, he may not be fragging, but he's making all the right calls right now. And BNB, this should be a freebie round with these openers outside, 2 kills, and not many weapons left to spare for extra salt. JT doesn't know they're in front of the smoke, and he's caught by that play from Swisher. And with that, the round likely falling for BNB. 5 on 2, they just wait. Kills come to them. Oh, careful. Marky swung, wins his fight, but both players on this CT side are low, and they have all the info, that being BNB. They know what's going on. They're trying to trap Sonic in like an animal in a cage, but that's when they can become most lethal, most aggressive. Sonic will not be ready for the flank, though, and 8-7, winning out the half on the T side. BNB looking good, trying to one-up extra salt here on Nuke.
Well, the battle between the Bad News Bears and the Extra Salty Boys is certainly heating up. It's a very close half, Hugo, neck and neck at the end of things. Bad News Bears ever so slightly in the lead at that 8-7 scoreline. Pretty exciting, pretty enticing in the grand scheme of this matchup. As we kind of draw some attention to it, you know, it was this triple threat of Swisher, Junior, and Jonji doing the bulk of the heavy lifting. Well, I already like this. Jonji with the dual Berettas, and I've had a real change of heart on these. They're actually the best gun in the game.
Well, they're two guns, they're not. But it's a cool take anyway. He even had, you know, 200 spare, and so he dropped to Junior a flash. Let's
check out what Jonji's about to do with it real quick.
He's about to end Salt's whole career. Let's see, let's guess, let's wait in the vent. But Salt aren't coming your way. They're taking that top site, or at least they're trying. Marky double trade back.
Take a look at this, Hugo.
Yeah, are you about to show me something new? Oh, no, it's the Julies. They're trash! It wasn't really the Julies' fault there, though. Just kind of got deleted, didn't he? Marky on a round right now. Junior with the flash. Oh, and it's flashy, all right. Drop it in. Shake Zilla. USP lets him down, and Junior got to hit some lights out zingers here. But no spice, and it's all nice for Extra Salt.
Yeah, so I've had a big change of heart on the dual Berettas. Used to hate them, and now I've realized, actually, it's not the guns that are the problem. It's the people using them that are the problem, Hugo.
What could have Jonji done better there to really get the most out of those two weapons, Harry?
Well, you know, I mean, well, his situation was just a little screwed. I don't think any gun would have been ideal there. But, you know, Jonji, if he wanted to be crazy, what he should have done is up the ladder like a speed demon, B-hop off the roof, with the dual Berettas, win the round.
Yeah, man, just kill them. Like,
yeah,
come
just
on,
shoot them.
Yeah. It's back in the vent with a vengeance. Swish has got the shotgun. Click, clack. All right, we saw a Zeus here earlier. This is one way to do it.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Show us the Swish skin. He's got a nice skin there on the old.
Is it the Hyper Beast? Yeah. Bit of a classic. Goes sexy nice with the gloves as well.
Combo, man.
Yeah.
You only bought the gloves for the Nova main weapon. It's a ramp take though, and it's free real estate because BNB want it to be. They've stacked B. Clues in the name. 2 in the game, but they've got 3 down on lower.
Oh, Sheikh Zula with his Deagle. Dead after 1. Jonji on a swing is now getting boxed in, and he runs into OC's bullets. It is a mow down for OC. Swisher, Resident Nova, every team's got one. Here he is, holding this little popper out into the open. Oh, he's pumped, he's feeling it, but the Nova is garbage. And so it's just Junior left.
Is it any gun good, or are we just going to flame through the entire, you know, inventory of Counter-Strike?
Well, let's go through them. Let's go through them as a list.
And the Deagle.
So
we don't have time for that, Harry.
The sawn-off, bad.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Nova, out of all the shotguns, there's situations where Mag 7, sometimes may be good, sometimes maybe, you know.
Auto's pretty nice shotgun, I think.
Auto shotgun is good. Out of all the shotguns, definitely top-rated one there.
Get this out of my sight. Thank you.
And now onto the rifles. Galil, good.
Yep.
FAMAS, trash. AK, good. Kree, situational, but still good. All good.
Both M4s, good.
Good, yeah.
What are we missing? Auto snipers?
Situational.
Fine orb.
But
yeah, when you're trolling.
Yeah.
You're trying to tilt mouse board.
Yeah. It is just a full eco here, by the way. That's why, you know, we're not, like, too homed in.
Zeus,
but
best.
Junior with a Deagle opener.
Even better. CZ, useless unless the pros are using it. In which case, best gun of the game.
So is Swisher a pro, Hugo? You've just put that moniker on him. Let's see. No, he's dead with nothing done.
That was you who said it, not me. But it can't always be good. Zeus, best?
No. And why did your voice crack when you... Yeah, I thought that was why. Good. Nice. Jake Zilla.
If he was using the Zeus there, maybe. You know, like the range Zeus. Not today, though. Nice cleanup rounds for Extra Salt, keeping them clean. And now, the big green. Junior's got it out. What are we missing? Any SMGs? I mean,
no, we don't need to begin with them. They're all pretty good,
okay.
but like also not that good. Yeah,
they're fine. Still don't understand why the Negev is $1,600. Still waiting for that to get figured out. That's the next, weapon that we'll see in pro play. It's so cheap, man. It's cheaper than the Scout. You're telling me you can't use that. You're telling me there's no benefit. You're telling me you can't...
Look at this. Look at this A-pop, mate. They get Sonic down through the vent, and that was the whole idea. This entire time was just the vent drop. It wasn't the A-play, even though they throw in a full volley of util. The Sheikh Zula's got to hold on to this B-bomb site. That bomb trapped back in decon actually can't cross over, and JT has opened up with a kill elsewhere. They lose Fang, they lose Marky. And so this round is now up in the air.
Yeah, they're sticking it as well. Just no way you can get there in time, especially not with that kill. JT needs a trade, and he can't get it. Jonchi slices and dices his way through the retakers. And I say retakers, they were the defenders. But like you said, it was the full A execute there for extra salt. They were trapped up on the roof, and they were late to get down onto the B-bomb site. Just quick, while we got pause, here's a mega brain, right? Here's something. Run with me on this. Negev, 1,600. Don't get me wrong.
Dude, why are you pushing? Do you own Negev stocks?
Maybe.
You like...
I have all the Negev skins in my inventory. Thousands, in fact. I need to sell them to make a profit. I have a family.
I remortgaged my house to buy Negev skins, please.
I was looking at Negev skins to try and buy Brandon one the other day, and they're all super cheap. They're all like 10p, but there's one Negev skin that's like $1,000, and there's like 5 on the market. Crazy that. Anyway, we'll get past that. On Ancient, the wall bangs on B are nuts, man. You can plant for Cave. Put a Negev in Cave and spam the defuse, because that's the issue with spamming, right? Dude, you have an AK, you're going to run out of ammo probably. But you have a Negev, bro, you're never running out of ammo.
The issue is...
Yeah, it's very situational. You need cover.
Not only that, right, and also we're in a pause. That's why we're allowed to talk about this.
You must hypothesize about what's going on in this next...
The only issue with that, my biggest issue with the Negev, is that because of just how many bullets it lays down range, like... Whenever you spam anything, I feel like it's really easy for them to just figure out where this line of traces is coming from. And a lot of times, like, by the time you get, like, 9 bullets off, you're just wall-banged back in return. Like, that's why, like, the hypothetical idea of it being used as well for, like, smoke spams or, like, even on, like, Door on Nuke, right, where it is just this very narrow choke point that you could even look to use it as, like, an area denial weapon, right? That's, like, one of the other ideas behind it.
You're very immobile.
Yeah, it's just that you're kind of like this... Like, no one's going to run into the Negev spray.
So, we put... Easy solution. We put the silencer on the Negev, and there's no traces.
So legit. If the Negev was silenced, everyone would use it. Everybody would use it.
I agree with that, but I also don't think that would be
$3 grand, silence Negev.
Over listening, don't say it.
$3 grand, silence Negev. How would that work?
Oh, God. All right. Now we're talking. My issue...
And what would that sound like?
I mean, you're the
It would sound cool as hell. I can't do that.
No, don't. Yeah, it's too many bullets, and you're so immobile. You just can't go anywhere with that gun. You can't move, man. You ever tried like sneaking?
So you want more mobility? That's
no. I'm not here offering suggestions. I'm just saying. I'm surprised.
Well, a minute ago, you were offering up plenty around the Negev. Now suddenly I throw an
I see the Minnie Mouse here.
Yeah, you see them, man. He's got them up on the kitchen counter.
He's not wearing them, so, doesn't count yet. But, look, I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's good. But I'm just saying I'm surprised, considering how cheap it is. We don't see it in any... there are so many theory crafting ideas. And here's the other thing. We were talking about the other day off there. But, like... Think about how long certain guns were good before they became mainstays in the meta.
That is true. That's true.
SMGs were sick for a year and a half until anyone started going, you know what, I should buy the MAC-10 in gun rounds. Like, even the AUG and the Krieg meta, these guns weren't just changed. Like, they sat as good weapons for years before anyone figured out, like, these are actually really, like, why am I buying the AK when I can buy the Krieg and everyone's seen the meta? Like, I'm not saying the Negev is the next Krieg, but I'm just saying it's very cheap, and I feel like someone could theory craft something with it. And I'm surprised, considering how much CS there is and how much CS we consume, that I've not seen anything there. Something to think about.
No, yeah, dude, no. Food for thought, as it were.
and cover that food with a bit of extra salt, Harry. You can buy their little packages of salt online. Hopefully they're not all sold out. I haven't just killed the website, but...
Yeah, they might have been, actually. I don't know. I'll look into that.
Yeah, you know. Buy some salt, man.
Extra salt. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Because I think, yeah, they're sold out, Hugo.
Well,
why would you do that?
You should have got them while you could have. Still merch to buy. Extra
Dude,
salt.
there is.
Pretty
And actually,
cool,
I
dude.
tell you what, right? The one that's only available for pre-order right now, the Japanese long sleeve tee.
Yeah.
Now that looks fire. I would wear that.
Yeah.
Bad News Bears also, they're selling their jersey.
Of course.
Both these squads, you know, like they're out here shifting merchandise, and you want to be a part of CS history. You want to say that you tried to do your bit, mate. Well, there you go. That's how you could do it.
Yeah.
Now,
$1,600. Don't buy in Negev. Buy merch.
exactly.
Yeah, a lot more. Dude, I've never even explored this part of Nuke. We're going on places I've never seen. Going out of the map. Now, I don't want to know what's in that water.
No, why not?
Because we're at a nuclear power plant. It's probably pretty spooky.
Yeah, but I can't imagine they're just dumping it into the water.
I don't know.
think
Have you seen BP?
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, I think there would be some legislation that prevents you from doing that.
Yeah,
I
no
like
one's
to
ever broken
think-
the law before.
No, that's true, especially not big companies. Those guys are always playing by the rules.
We can't keep getting away with it. The safest plant in the world. Harry.
Dude, that's funny. I've never even read that part of it before.
Well, you can't read. That's
No, that's
had to
true.
read it out.
Yeah, now that you said it, now I get it.
Yeah, the squiggles make
Like,
sense.
because, you know, that's actually like a double-edged joke,
Okay.
you know? Because firstly, it's not, because obviously there's an active war going on here, so like that's
pretty unsafe.
ha ha ha, you know, how funny is that? But also like safest plant, you know, like it's
Oh my god,
like,
it's a massacre.
dude,
Where did they go?
where are they?
Had
Oh,
enough.
no.
Had enough. Team's still alive, fellas.
Oh no,
Don't give up yet.
we came, yeah, authorized personnel only.
Barred, mate. Barred.
Get out, you're banned.
I don't want to see your face again. Oh, the fly-through team is killing it tonight. Honestly, we're weaving a story just by running around the map. Let's run some replays.
Yeah, happy about that. This was, you know, that kill at Rampart Junior that tried to kickstart everything for Bad News Bears. As we've been saying, you know, it's been a story of this triple threat on Bad News Bears that's kept them competitive. I think as we continue into this game, you know, we're hoping to get even more out of Junior. Jonji as well as someone who's great in those opening moments. And then guys like Swisher to try and close, to try and, you know, get your rounds over the line. I can't help but not be impressed. Hang on. I can't help but be impressed by Bad News Bears so far, right? Even getting mileage out of Team Liquid in their initial matchup. These guys didn't get the easy start to their group, right? It is versus two of the top boys in NA right now.
That is true. Get them out of the way, maybe. But on the other side, like, wouldn't you want to warm up with a lower tier team and try and then, you know, get one of these big upset wins that would make all the difference in getting through your group? You know, on the flip side, you've talked BNB, let's talk Extra Assault. JT's having a really good game, right? He's leading the pack in terms of kills. He's had the only clutch in the pocket of Extra Assault. He's 4 multi-kill rounds. He's looked really, really solid. And, you know, much needed with Fang and Sonic falling fairly quiet. 10-kill game out of each of them. And these are 2-star riflers that, you know, when they are popping, we said earlier, you'll know about it. Right now, though, not out of the woods. Unclear as to where this game's going and who's going to be taking the dub. Oh, and we got a B-Stream update for you as well. Well, that's reassuring. Of course, ATK, probably one of the lower seed teams in this group, but taking on Extremum, who we haven't seen for a while. 12-2 up right now in that BO1. That's reassuring. Grat 18-3. That makes me feel good inside.
Yeah, man. I've missed seeing Gratisfaction on my screen. Obviously, Buntet over in there as well. I do love how the whole Extremum storyline has come together. It really is like lovely because obviously for the longest time, right, the 4 kind of incumbent players within this Extremum squad, they were like and you know, obviously to rope Jacob into that's kind of funny. They were like these like faces of Aussie Counter-Strike, and And then, like, you had this other guy from the Asian region in Buntet, Indonesian Pride. Always looking good and always looking a level above the teams he was on. You always wanted success for him. Well, then he goes out to NA, plays for Gen G. That team dissolves, doesn't it, overnight almost. It looked like it was going to be like this fresh beginning, but then he actually gets back with the other boys who have been representing his region for the longest of times. Right, and now here they are looking really, really good in this matchup versus ATK. I absolutely love the storylines around Extreme, man. Yeah. And it's hard not to love the guys in this team.
Yeah, especially I think everyone loves a bit of Buntet, right? Like everyone's supporting that, you know, especially even going back to his time in Tyloo, like just being this guy, and we talked to him in interviews, like, yeah, you know, me and my team don't really talk, you know, while we're live because, you know, none of us speak the same language. We just kind of, you know, work it out. Really, we look at the minimap a lot and we shout in like 3 languages. Everyone was always supporting that and supporting Buntet, and it felt almost wasted when Gen G melted. Hawker brought this up on the desk earlier, you know, Psalm on this team. Remember their first LAN, Harry? We were
yeah, they won it, mate.
They won their first LAN as a roster, DreamHack Anaheim, which was one of the last LANs before, you know, everything just disappeared in the, you know, start of 2020, and that was really fun to see. But Tet was looking cool in that team. Som was awesome. Dabs leading. Like, there were a lot of pieces of that team to love. Kusta's return as well. The Kusta arc.
Yeah.
What a time that was.
Right.
And then Buntet goes from hold your thought.
No. Yeah. Go on.
And then Buntet goes to that. It melts, and you're just thinking, man, this guy like can't get a good team. Tyloo, like, really, you know, he was the carry in that roster, and it felt like he was wasted. Finally get him an NA, and that he gets wasted there. So I'm so glad that he's found home ground in Extreme.
Yeah,
that they are, you know, I don't want to. And it's like one game, but
no, but it's also like a
roster.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys as well who can kind of relate to the journey he's been on, and like, you know, the pressures of having to. Obviously, less of a culture shock, right, for like Aussies going to North America, but I imagine there is still some element of that there. But, you know, that they can relate to this whole idea of like up and leaving everything you've ever known behind and taking it abroad, right? That's not an easy task. Everyone forgets about this, or maybe not forgets about it, but you don't pay it as much mind as it's worth. You know, like, you're up and leaving everything you've ever known in the pursuit of greatness in Counter-Strike, and that's, you know, don't get me wrong, it's incredibly cool to have those opportunities, but it's also
a lot on the mental.
It is, right? It's easier said than done. Everyone thinks like, yeah, I would love this. I'd love to live abroad, you know, 3 years in a row and never see my family or friends ever again. But man, it is harder than you know, it is maybe made out.
A great example is Rush from Cole, right? We always talk about this when we bring this
that guy lived in a hotel for
18 months.
Yeah.
In London, like, while, you know, everything's going down in the last 18 months. Like, huge respect to that guy. Still trying to grind back up to be the top. Could have stayed back in NA and, you know, and grinded MDL and, you know, done all this stuff, but instead, or Premier rather, but yeah, like stuck in a top tier team playing in Europe. It's crazy.
I was gonna say, so little Hugathy here, my good friend, my casting partner, Hugo B. Byron, because your middle name is Bronson, as we all know.
Action Bronson.
You know, it's you've always been a little bit like nervous around the idea of like podcasting, right? Like I've tried to podcast with you before. I've suggested the idea, and you're like, you know, maybe we should do it, maybe not.
Right now.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say, Hugo. You've just bossed this. You've just bossed this talking away. I love it. I love listening to you.
I'm talking. That's
it's like you're good at it.
I've done it before.
Man.
Yeah, it's quite I don't know what the tech issue is, but
no, it would be cool. Like if
earlier we had John G crash out, that was horrible.
The fact that no one was in the set. Well, actually, hang on. The T's there. Did we see that earlier? Are they gone as well?
They were gone as well.
Oh man,
a little fly through. So maybe we can get some clarification there and update y'all. But thanks for sticking with us through the madness. It's a long night of BO1s. We've got the same schedule tomorrow, 6 more BO1s, brought to you obviously 2 streams of 12 matches. And then things start to relax. We have some BO3s come in. We have some, you know, tier playoff
It's going to be a pretty intense, you know, 2 days with the 6 BO1s a night.
2 monitors open at all times.
Yeah, you're going to need to. And you're going to need to be in for the long haul as well. Oh, I see JT getting closer to the monitor normally. I also see everyone's having a little snack. Fair enough, you know, get it in when you can.
Fan cam up there at the top.
Wow, dude, yeah, that's pretty good.
Stretch.
That's pretty funny. You know, we had this whole discussion once about gingers and Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
There's actually more of us than I gave credit for.
Yeah, tweets came in.
We could make a whole ginger team. all of us. We could be called the Daywalkers or something. What was the South Park line of that? That is what they're called, right?
Sounds right to me. We've sat through the whole halftime break of Extreme 18. Hey, still going, man.
Yeah, man, Extreme. Do you wanna cast this, Hugo? I know it's weird.
No, not really.
No, just kind of give our like disjointed thoughts. I like that.
It's more fun.
I love a disjointed thought. Most of mine are, you know, like when I run down the train of thought, it is really like a train of thought, especially being from Britain. Like there's a bus replacement service on for a lot of the things, you know, I think about, mate.
Fully often.
All broken, you know, broken journeys, broken hearts, and maybe ATK fit into the latter category there. As Extreme look to deal them a pretty dominating game by the looks of things.
I'm a little worried for ATK in this group, right? Like, obviously, you're never going to get a free ride, but yeah, you're wondering who they can beat, who they can take down. I mean, the motivating thing is going to be definitely playing against the other South Africans in Extra Soul. Like, that's really cool. Obviously, there's some relationships there. You know, Motum v OC as well. We've got some ex-Cloud9 pieces, so. Yeah, there's some cool storylines there, but on the other side, ATK definitely going to be the underdog in this group.
So I've actually loved just having this time to talk away and like hang out with all of you. I hope we've done an okay job at keeping you entertained, but I have received word that maybe this is going to take a little while to sort out. So we're going to throw this over to a break, but rest assured, when we're back, we'll be returning to Extra Salt, taking on Bad News Bears. Please don't go anywhere.
They're looking at us in audience, keep telling us what we can do, but here we are, showing them, making them wish they were you. We've heard the most when it comes to this, yeah, every shade of blue, but don't even care what they all say. They think we're out of control. Yeah, truth be told, we know it. It's just the way we live. We own it. 'Cause stop, we love the thrill. We know it. It's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. Just the way we live.
Yeah, they done told me to be myself. So when I went and found myself, the ones who told me back then, be true to who I am, ain't think we was really gonna win. Now they watching us from the sidelines while we trying to victories like we getting high tides. I'm getting my prize. Only thing my eyes is locked in on, have a milli mine. I want it right now. Don't waste my time. Family in a penthouse with a view sky high. Blood, sweat, and tears bring water to my eyes. 'Cause the whole gang winning. I done gave my life. Odds low, but we did it, ain't we? And we always moving, never on the same thing. Now our lives are highlight reel. We like the thrill. This life's ideal. The hype is real.
We know it. It's just the way we live. We own it. 'Cause stuck, we love the thrill. We know it. It's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. It's just the way we live. We own it. 'Cause stuck, we love the thrill. We know it. It's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. We're grown-up kids.
Yes, that's right. We're back in with this one. Extra Salt ready to take on the Bad News Bears. My understanding is that the technical problems have been brushed under the rug. And now we're ready to get back into this. Look, if you look on the screen of Sonic that you could see in the background there for a second, he was loaded into Nuke, which is a promising sign considering that you could hear, you know, a cricket burp on the Nuke that we were on.
Yeah, tumbleweeds rolling all over the place. But we're back in. Thanks for waiting. 10 to 9. And it's Extra Assault time on the T side. Junior Zorb is out and about, back in yard. And you feel for Efren a little bit because now with everyone reconnecting, all the numbers have changed for each player.
Lol.
And so all your mental recollection of who's who has gone out the window. Good luck.
Don't worry, man. Efren's got this. Guy is a professional through and through.
Whoa,
and speaking of, Jonji, through the smoke, has removed JT. Sonic moving into the ramp room is dispatched off by Junior's AWP. And this is a cracking start to the round for Bad News Bears, who are looking for round number 10 to tie this game up.
Yeah, the reset, and it's not done well for Salt. 3 on 5. So you just basically got to be relying on winning your gunfights at this point. There's no other way around it. You're lacking util. You've got a bit of space on ramp, but coming out from the door, OC, full flashed, and that's going to keep Swisher in position. The two mollies are on ramp as well. You would love them in the right place right now to try and burn out this back vent player, and Marky's come in to offer up the goods. Have they got a smoke for him? No, he just swings late, and Jonji helps out as well. Good shot from Swisher, needed that to keep this round clean, and it should be with Jonji escaping from death. Fang can go ramp, but Junior's already B.
Oh, nice little flick out of Fang, but still, you know, more where that came from in this A bomb site, and with him looking the wrong way, should just get shot in the back. Bad News Bears managed to get that one over the line and tie this game up at 10 to 10. Now, while we were in our little extended tech pause there, I got a message, right?
Oh, yeah?
I got a message on Twitter from none other than at CSGO.
Dad?
Right? Dad, yeah. Not spongy dad, like everyone dad, right? And they said, when you return from the break, please describe and discuss this image for the viewers. And it's just a picture of me in front of the green screen doing the, you know I had to do it to him pose, right?
Oh, yeah.
But you guys realize what that means, right? Everyone spamming, everyone talking mad trash in the Twitch chat is actually doing it in the presence of at CSGO. And that also means that statistically, one person here, it could even be you, is CS.
Whoa.
So
that's crazy.
That's kind of mind-blowing,
I'm looking over
isn't
my
it?
shoulder. I'm wondering where.
That's kind of mind-blowing, isn't it?
CSGO is here. He's lurking around.
I just watch it. I'm just like, yeah, I'll just whack that on. I love extra, so I love bad news.
I hope they've got two monitors up.
Yeah, of course they do. You don't think that CS has 100 monitors set up, monitoring all of us at the same time? Oh, that's a tag and a half on a Jonji. The Deagle of Sonic brings him down low while the rest of the Deags look to get across outside.
Oh, that's a nice molly lineup. Oh, but it hits a smoke, and it's a little too late anyway. Salt are already down B. Running wild. Now, no one's here. The rotates are late because BNB don't have confirmation on numbers. They don't want to over-rotate, but they might be caught and getting collapsed on ramp. This is worrying for Junior. He's stuck in a Molotov right now. They're still splitting for the ramp room. He's got to turn around. Fang's already there. And the Deagle, the P250, they both break back. They both open up. Bomb planted, guns grabbed, and suddenly BNB are in a rough spot versus low econ round.
Oh, Swisher has removed JT through a grimy little angle, but is that going to be enough to turn the tides in this one? A 5-on-3 from the Deagles, admittedly now a 3-on-4. But you're clutching at straws to find a way back in, especially with Jonji so damn low on HP. Time is eluding Bad News Bears. And so the Deagles looking like they've stolen a round away. Jonji might even fall at ramp, and he's regretting even showing his hand over here, trying to get out of there. It is Extra Salt winning a round with nothing more than the pistols and the clothes on their back.
That's insane, dude. I mean, the fake smokes outside, and that's what BNB are trying to call. They're hoping they're fake smokes. They don't want to drop anyone lower. They're still waiting for lurkers, and the second they look away, to start discounting those lurkers, they come through radio real fast. Lots of noise being made lower, and yeah, for Junior, frustrating round, stuck in a Molotov. There really wasn't a lot to play with, but the limited util Extra Salt had was pretty perfect in not only getting those smokes down secret, but also cutting off Junior's rotate. Annoying round, but you still got money. It's not the be-all and end-all, but it could be the start of something. Junior now just going to throw himself into the void, try and get involved with this AWP, and it's a perfect headshot to Sonic. Sneaking down the vent, previously mollied by his teammate to deny a fast door play, and took a fast. Salt are going to go right down to lower again.
Oh, yeah, Junior nails the shot, and this time, in no business of getting caught out at the ramp room. Jonji should have had that kill on a platter, but, Swish is still going to pick it up. Still going to walk that one over the line. Marky might be able to hear them getting up on top of Hut, but there's not really anything he can do about that. He's aware of the danger now. He's aware of that possibility, and that's why we see this, potential Hut Roof player in Swisher actually changing his position up. Minute left and a 2-on-5 to find. OC got hit by the molly, still in with the kill. Marky is dead, so OC's got to do this all alone. I've seen Nuke clips out of this guy. I've seen big clutches, but a 1-on-4 ace clutch is asking a little too much. Jonji wraps him, and Bad News Bears tie this game up at 11-11.
Oh, well, it goes both ways, right? Like, money just gets broken, or at least on the edge for BNB, and now it's the hurt city for Extra Salt. They are probably going to have to piece together some weird half-buy, wait for that loss to kick in. Pauses a running drive for both teams as well. This has been a long game, and it's only 11-11. There's still many more rounds to be played. And Junior's all over the board, man. Good to see, it's almost like the simple-esque, right? You just get reamed out one round, and that doesn't put you down, that doesn't upset you, that hypes you up, it pumps you up for the next, and makes you feel like you need to perform. Junior's been doing that. And it is reassuring, because we obviously covered a lot of NA last year, and we're, even early this year as well. Seeing Junior in Furia and knowing from what he was doing in Triumph, from how effective he was, even under Sheikh Zula here again, it was a shame to see him fall off so clearly in Furia. Like, even just the shots missing, like comms aside, easy kills going nowhere for Junior. So it's cool to see him really performing here today. Also, if CSGO is listening, please remove the water on Ancient before the major.
Yeah, I can get behind that. And honestly, it wouldn't even make much of a difference to the aesthetic of the map. You can even leave a little pool of it in T-Spawn.
I'm sure
the water fountain makes sense. But the sound bug is something that legitimately does get in the way.
I'm sure the bug is hard to fix, but it would be nice to get the wall. We appreciate the wallbang fix.
The wallbang fix is huge, CS, man. You nailed that one.
We would love the water fix.
Junior with this AWP. He's getting chased down again, not by the pistols. He doesn't want to relive this ramp nightmare of the AWP. Getting taken down. Instead, he's nailing shots onto Marky, denying that ramp wrap. Now, there is this close player, very close player. JT with the Tech 9. We saw Swisher shut down 3 with this exact gun in this exact position. How many can JT get? Oh, the reload, no! Now it's just Fang having to pull off a 1v4, getting wrapped from everywhere, and Junji locks him out of the round. It's 12 on the board for Bad News Bears as they now take the lead over Extra Soul.
This game is a wild ride, and I don't want to deboard. We're just getting started. BNB looking to lock in what would be a massive win again, especially for a team that is lacking in the points in comparison to the heavy hitters in their group. All the high RMR point teams like Extremum, like Liquid, and like Extra Soul. Well, they're in the same group, man. That's all the more reason to be getting these head-to-heads and trying to get to that playoff spot. 5th place decider might not be enough for a team like BNB to get those major qualifications, get those stickers. They want to lock in playoffs at least. And a matchup like this would be massive. But Shakespeare caught with nades out. They smoke the Molotov. A quick play out ramp for Extra Soul with a 5-on-4. And JT just causing disruption on rotations. They try and hunt him down. A team flash slows down Swisher though. And if that didn't come in, he might have had the backstab. He still could, and he does. But bomb getting planted on B. You have no lower control. It might just have to be the save.
Yeah, kind of gut-wrenching call to have to make, but it's all you're left with after that fast opener comes in at ramp. Junji then gets toppled as well, and it all just gets taken away from you in the blink of an eye. Extra Soul tying this game up at 12-12. It's anyone's game right now. Neither one wanting to let the other start to run away with this.
So back and forth. And money on edge for both teams. That's why this save is so important as well. Obviously, Extra Soul keep 4 up. They're going to be feeling good after that, but BNB are certainly not out of the economical woods. Turn those trees into money. And keeping 3 guns will enable rebuys at least. No AWP available for OC either. Considering Junior has been throwing himself into some of these previous rounds, it would be nice to get that option for OC, but not yet. Save it for a rainy day. Windows breaking, keeping up that A upper hit conditioning, and full smokes outside as well. There's a Molotov down. Lovely molly out of BNB. That's disrupted the smokes outside. Now they can see there's a massive gap, and the worst part is Extra Soul don't know. They're not even sending a lurker out. They don't know that BNB have all the info in the world. They can pad up A. Junior's left outside. He said, I see it. It's clear. Watch your top hut. And they're already running out. Extra Soul trying to overwhelm A, but there's no question about this hit. Spongy's doubled up. Get a third through the smoke. Bomb is out in the middle of the site, and there's no going back. There's no bailing. There's no saving. Minute on the clock, and Extra Soul have to find something.
Jake Suller waiting patiently at the box that no one ever checks, and no one's checked it, wouldn't you know? JT sideswiped, and OC shut down as well, man. The trading back and forth continues. That is such a huge mow down from Swisher, playing up over at the hut, Spongy rather. He's getting pressured from the hut, right? The smoke's down, and he just starts rattling shots through it.
Yeah, but it's all off the back of that molly, right? Like, that is everything for BNB to, not even just have the outside clear, but to have the warning to watch your A hit, just being that little bit more ready that it's either all ramp or it's all A, and there's no outlug, there's no cross down to secret. That's the benefit of even having a lurker outside for Extra Soul to confirm that, okay, our smokes have been removed, they've been destroyed, we can't do our plan, they are stacked up top, but that's info Extra Soul didn't even have. Watch out in the sky, man. You see a smoke coming, get a molly on the ground. Bad news bears. We're just trading rounds right now, Harry. There is no consistency. There is no guarantee at any point. But hey, keep trading at this rate and BNB will not be complaining. Especially not with this money. Busted. Tech 9 for Fang. And we have the double cross yard as well. Jonji's taken the spawn. He's made it all the way to secret. No one even knows.
Yeah, with him tucked in and Swisher, you know, over in main, one of them is going to get tested. It's just a question of who. Oh, it's Jonji, and he crumbles under the pressure. Swisher can't find a thing. What with the smokes down, that wall of smokes restricting his vision. He does drop down the vent. He gets a second chance at it, but is only good for one. Running amok down on lower, extra salt once again. It's been the real story of this T side, but with Junior and Sheikh Zilla in position, primed and ready to go. Sheikh even trying to make this cross happen into this little bait and switch. They get a killer piece, and Junior is not content with just one. He wants all the marbles. The marbles are his. Let's see if OC's got even bigger balls.
Oh, they're both lower. He's hit a timing. If he gets up the vent here, he's got a free A site. It will only be temperamental. Junior's already rotated back out of ramp. He could reset lobby or heaven. Spongey's flanking OC. And OC's going all the way back. Timing's being hit and missed. Oh, and he turns around. Spongy seen him. It's a free kill, and it's a closer for Bad News Bears. It hurts for OC. It felt like that could have been an opportunity back in. Just trying to find that second man, but he found him. And Bad News Bears back-to-back rounds is Devastation Station. Choo-choo.
Mate, in a group as well, in a format that's kind of as punishing as this, where only the top two look to get out of groups, right? You really need every win you can get. For Bad News Bears, this is a huge deal that it's them approaching, you know, that match point scoreline with an eco to come up against 14. But for Extra Salt, it's kind of devastating, right? Like, these guys have got high expectations for themselves, especially after their kind of debut events with this squad. They're wanting to replicate that. They're wanting to relive past glories and get this organization to a major. On the polar end of that, Bad News Bears, this is like an organization that they've built up themselves. I mean, all glus, right? But locking down this A-bomb site, not feeling pressured at all by this full eco. And it's looking like a flawless round of... Oh my God, they're going for the knife. JT's running, I gotta get the reload off. He's trying, but instead, Swisher, one to the back of the head. He's not about to play silly buggers with you. 15 on the board for Bad News Bears. And they wanted the knife.
Oh, and it's the warm-up game for Swisher, man. Play liquid, you know, bottom frag, come back in, and 25 kills to his name. The executioner, silent shot to the back of the head. Stop resisting. Bad News Bears, 15-12, and no running away from that one, JT. The entire Armada were right behind you, and you got to laugh that one off. But this is it. You've played for overtime. You've given up that 15th round, and now you got to show us why. Smokes outside are the wide ones as well, so Molotovs will do nothing to stop them. Okay, this is nice, right? Let's see what this round would have looked like. They're not going to go for the A hit. They don't have the util. It's a ramp rush instead, but we've got to boost up. And this time, BNB, they still have the AWP here. They don't even know the smokes are fake, but they made the right read. They've been baited into the AWP. This might be the beginning of the end. Trade is in. Couple of kills here for Extra Salt. Makes you consider yet again, as Junior does get domed up in hell, but the vent rotates it down, and two of them. You can see the fear of those smokes, right?
Yeah. Right, like you're constantly paranoid, even if it is like, even if you're hearing noises at ramp, you're hearing nades in towards the B site, you're always worried that someone is lurking you, and it's keeping a lot of attention down here at lower. Now, eventually, right, we've had this push out of Swisher to start to clear secret and start to piece together that this isn't looking like a B hit at all. JT with the lobby lurk is going to punish Jonji, and actually, after all of this, after all this back and forth, it is the late B commitment out of Extra Salt. JT getting that kill is likely just tiptoed this one over the line. Now, don't get too fancy with it, Extra Salt. They've pushed the bomb in through the window, but I'm imagining with Marky getting all this control into the site, they do just plant a B.
Yeah, it's Marky not wanting to drop and stick the bomb to get the door swung on him. So OC clears out window, he clears out double door, and then when he gets one side of secret under control, that's when Marky can commit with the plant. You don't want to just get caught by a secret player. And there were a couple, like said, but those rotates back up and JT gets a kill on Lurk. And that only sells that this is a BNB just have to commit and, with the gamble. And JT, man, he's had some, not only great calling here, but high impact kills indoor. Right, when we are seeing these outside commits, sometimes when Salt go behind the smokes, it's always JT lurking back lobby, sitting in Squeaky, getting frags on vent rotates. And right there, that kill into Jonji in the 3-on-3 wins the round after BNB seemingly made the right read. 13-15, and overtime is the dream for Extra Salt.
Yeah, it's always great as well. Like when you're going for one of these late lobby lurks, it feels so rewarding when you have that level of impact. When you're in the 3-on-3, you make it the 3-on-2, and at that point, as long as you go into the right site, and they were very methodical with how they approach clearing out, but you've won it on the numbers alone. Sometimes those lobby lurks can get left in the dust, right? Like if the bomb went down lower, JT doesn't get that kill, and suddenly he's left in like a late post plant, having to scramble his way down. You can feel very sour about it, but he reads it well. Now here's a bit of aggression out of Bad News Bears, and in tandem, 2 kills come in. They're looking for the victory. They want to deny overtime, that privilege to Extra Salt. Oh, Jonji, if only he knew. Just do it. Just do it, Jonji. There it is. OC's shot in the back of the head, and now Sheikh Zilla rotating down to be early for Marky and JT. The real challenge is just beginning. Sheikh Zilla is just an hors d'oeuvre.
Main course around the corner. Sheikh Zilla looking to finish what he started. And only 2 Ts to get it done. Information given with the door swing. But they won't commit with it. Sheikh Zilla just playing with his food. Shuts it in their face. And they double back. They look for lurk kills that aren't being presented. Even the AWP watchers behind. Junior's been burned before by these late radio walks. Not going to happen today. And there's just no way back in. You've got to clear Sheikh Zilla first and foremost. Man in the middle of the site, Marky pre-aiming, but is he ready for the lowest player? No, Sheikh Zilla shuts him down, and that's going to be JT 1-on-5 to keep this game going, to stop the Bad News Bears from picking up their first win here in the RMR, and it's not happening. Swisher to close, feels apt, feels worth it.